Hello guys, and welcome to my tropical fish tank update. And today I will be showing you my 2-foot fish tank with my 4 African clawed frogs. I have 2 that are brown and 2 that are albino. The albino ones are the ones that are currently in shot. I do believe that my 2 albino frogs are both female. The one here as well is a female, and the one at the back here is a male. The reason that I believe that they're female, number one, because female frogs are known to be a lot more wider, a lot more round and chubbier, and also they have like a slight tail between their legs. As the male, they're known to be a lot slimmer, a little bit smaller, and they don't seem to have like a tail between their legs. They're a lot more flat, but if I am wrong, please correct me and add it into the comments below. So, if you actually keep up to date with my video vlogs, you'll see that my 2 albino frogs have indeed grown quite a lot and very quickly. I only had them a few months ago, and they used to be smaller than my 2 small brown frogs that I have here, and as you can see, they are now quite large. So finally I'm able to get a video of all 4 that you can see. And as you can see as well, I have my angelfish. This angelfish likes my camera. It loves to follow my camera all around and to be in the shot, so it's quite vain. So see, now it's following my camera. I'll move it over here and you'll see it come into shot. So it does like to follow my camera around. Today I've done a water change. I did quite a big water change, to be honest. The water was quite bad and I needed to change quite a bit of it. So what I did was, initially I took out 2 buckets and I filled with fresh water, and then I did another 1 bucket of water and changed that. I have included the usual chemicals that you put in water changes. One, to get rid of the chlorine in the water and the chemicals, so it's okay for the fish and for the live animals in the water. I have also included my weekly cleaner. Helps keep the water clean, and I love this. This is my favourite thing. I've also included my green algae control. This helps massively. So whenever your tank water seems to be quite grey and there's nothing much that you can really do to control the algae in the water, even if you're doing water changes, the best ideal thing to do is to get algae control. You don't have to go into Wilko's, this UK store, to get it. I'm sure you can get some online, but this works wonders and I can't live without it, to be honest. There's algae that are naturally forming in my filter, which I'm quite happy about. The good thing about having filters is that they do collect and contain quite a lot of natural chemicals for the water, which is really good. So when I did clean out the filter earlier today, I did give it a thorough clean, but I did make sure I did not clean out the algae, because algae is quite good. You cannot have a tank that is completely clean of algae. You have to have algae in your tank, unless you didn't know. So that's that. At the moment I'm feeding these, because now they've grown quite large, I do double their intake now. Not only do I feed them, I'll show you, not only do I feed them these fishy feast tropical flakes, just normal flakes, and not only do I feed them these catfish pellets, which is in my last video, which they love to eat, and now my brown frogs are like eating this as well. I've also introduced this. Food is like larger pellets, and it's got dried up shrimp, large and small in here. It's for turtles, and these albino frogs love it. So what I do is I only put a handful in and I'll drop it on the top. All of it, or most of it, floats, And now recently my albino frogs have got the confidence to actually go up to the surface and take it from the surface, which is really good. I'm not going to feed them in this video now because, yeah, I fed them earlier today. I don't want to overfeed them. That's the last thing I want to do. With this tank, it's only a 2-foot fish tank with 1 filter and 1 thermometer. I only do the water change probably about once every 2 weeks. If the tank does get a bit too dirty along the bottom, I do clean the bottom, obviously. I do not leave it too long. The temperature is always at 24 degrees, so it's just bog standard. It's not too hot and it's not too cold. The frogs are very happy. They love the plants as well. They like to have different layers to rest on, which is quite cool to see. Every time I do a water change, I do change the plants and that around, because frogs do like something different every time. But the frogs do like sitting on these leaves, these large and small leaves at different levels. So it is really cute to see. But I'm really happy with this tank. Soon enough, however, because these two are growing quite big, they'll be put into my 3-foot fish tank once my tiger bombs have passed on to Fishy Heaven. But until then, they have to stay in here because they will try and eat the tiger barbs, I believe, at this size. They do sort of go for my smaller frogs during feeding time because they do have like a feed frenzy. But I'm keeping my close eye on that. I know for a fact that they can't at the moment eat the other frogs, but I am well aware that they can when they get bigger. So once that threat does occur, then I will definitely move them, because I do not want to risk my 2 smaller frogs to be eaten. But yeah, I'll just quickly show you around the tank. So yeah. As you can see as well in this shot, I do have a Sino catfish here at the back. So there they are. Now, if you look at my previous videos, you will be able to see a huge difference in their size. That's my hand. See? When I first had them, they was like that big. And in the few months I've had them, they're massive now. And they're still small. So that's the end of the video. I can't think of anything else really what to say. So in a few months' time, I will definitely make another video, and probably in that time, these two frogs here will be transferred into the larger tank. So that's it. So thanks for watching, guys, and take care. Bye bye.